Talking with Coach Marty Simmons. We've got the start of another school year, but let's just back up just for a few days. Talk about your summer. How was it, you and your family, from the personal side?
It was great. You know, I had both grandkids here for 5 weeks and was able to watch them participate in gymnastics, t-ball. They were on the swim team. Just did a lot of vacation Bible school. So that part, being a grandpa, was a lot of fun. And then, you know, we had our summer camps. Our numbers were all up. Our ability to build relationships with kids in the community, their families in the community. We had 2 team camps where numbers were up there as well, where, again, building a relationship with local coaches. And so overall, it was a terrific summer.
Yeah, and now we're ready to start basketball. Even though it's September, as I came in here, the guys are already out there practicing. And we're no different than anybody else in today's world of 350 Division I schools. The transfer portal, a lot of comings and goings. You've got about 9 new guys, and I think 6 coming back. Trying to blend that together is going to be the challenge.
The one thing I left out about the summer was we had our players here for 6-7 weeks. And, you know, because of the 6-man, we're allowed to do that. And it's such an asset to our program to be able to start the connecting, the relationship building, the incorporation of details in your program. So now when they do come back, they've got a base to build off of. David, I couldn't be more excited. We've got a lot of new staff members, basically an entire new staff. Bob, I think, joined us around Thanksgiving. The energy that they're bringing, the passion that they're showing to our players has been off the charts. And then our players, the energy level, the attitude that they've brought daily to get better has been great. So, as you said, a lot of teams are dealing with a lot of the same things we are. You know, that's all part of it. We're focused on us and just trying to get better each and every day. And I really believe for the most part we've done that.
Yeah, there's too many guys to talk about them all individually at this point. Were there any 2 or 3 that really stuck out this summer during workouts?
I think Hamlin. You know, everybody's got their hopes with Jermaine, and not just as a player, but as a person. You know, he's really in his own way done a lot of leadership things. You know, he never misses practice. He brings a good attitude. I think he's getting more confident. He's done a good job in the classroom. I think the next step for him is just having some sustained success with some consistency, because he certainly, you know, possesses the talent, and so he's one. And I think everybody at Eastern and everybody in our program, we're rooting for him. You know what I mean? He's put a lot of time and effort in, and we'd like to see him have a terrific senior year. Cooper Jacoby is one of our new players.
And he came from, not to interrupt you, but
yeah, he came from the University of Toledo. He played at Silver Creek High School over in Sellersburg, Indiana. He played on 2 state championship teams. Probably would have played on 3, but they canceled the tournament for COVID. But he's a 4.0 math major, really smart, but just loves the game. Very passionate, 6'7", good athlete, shoots the 3, can score from all 3 levels. But I think just his love for the game has rubbed off on some of our other players. We're doing such a much better job of just getting in the gym and working on fundamentals and details and shooting, which maybe we haven't had in the previous couple of years.
yeah, perimeter shooting was one of our challenges last year.
Unfortunately, David, it'll probably be a little bit of a challenge this year as well. I mean, I think we got some guys that can do it. I think shot selection will be a key. You know, that's a good word for coaches. It's not such a good word for the players, but you know, we're working really hard on it. But I think our team, like, we're pretty athletic. We got really good length. You know, I told our coaches, like, our number one asset has to be our aggression. You know, it has to be disciplined aggression. Everything we do, when you use words like freedom, disciplined freedom. You know what I mean? There has to be a purpose with everything you do, but us imposing our will on other teams. Like, we have to be an aggressive team. When we were at our best last year, we were turning people over and we were scoring off our defense. We need to be that way again. We need to add, we need to be an offensive rebounding team. That's something where, you know, we're going to send 4 guys to the glass this year. I've never done that, but we're going to, you know, you have to look at, you know, your personnel, and then you have to tailor your philosophy to try to fit that. I think we've got some guys that can do that.
About the point guard, last year Malik Rose primarily, but he had a lot of bumps and bruises. It was hard to keep him, you know, on the court. Do you have anybody right now that can step in there that you feel most comfortable with?
Yeah, I mean, I think we got several guys. You know, Tiger Booker is a 50-year guy from Tarleton. He's got a lot of experience. I mean, he's a Jet. He's probably similar to Yak in size, but he's a competitive dude, and he can really guard. I think he'll be an exciting guy. Isaiah Griffin, kind of cut out of the same mold. He's a kid that we signed from a prep school. He's from out in New Jersey. Just loves to play, and I think they both have the ability to extend our defense 94 feet and apply some pressure. And then Jalen Gibson is a guy that can he's kind of a combo. You know, he played some point in when where he was at before he came to Eastern, and I think he can do it. And then obviously Caleb, when Yak was out last year, he played it. So I said it last year, and I think if you look at our team, you know, versatility is a real asset for our guys. We can put a lot of lineups out there. I think we have the ability to go small this year if we want to do it. I mean, I think any coach, yes, we're excited about our team and our depth. You know, we've got great depth. We've got great competition and practice. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. The schedule, I was looking at that this morning just to make sure that I was 100% right. We're opening up at Illinois again. We're going to Kansas. You're jumping right into the firing pan there. Loyola, which has been down just a little in the last year or so, but they were a Final Four team recently. And then we've got Iowa State on there. So I don't know who made that schedule out. Do you get the credit or the blame?
Knobsack. That's probably why he retired. But hey, you know what I mean? We were fortunate. We went up to Iowa last year, got lightning in a bottle, and I mean, wish every day could be like that. I mean, the outpouring of support from not only the people here at EIU and the community, but alums all over the country was a bit overwhelming. So it gives us that chance. You know, we're playing against really good teams on big stages. Odds are probably against us, but we find out a lot. We learn a lot about our players individually and about our schemes, and we make a lot of money, you know, for the athletic department and the university. I get all that, and but we're playing some additional non-ones this year. Hopefully, you know, I mean, they can jump up and beat us just like we did Iowa. But our hope is that we can have some more success in our non-conference schedule, which obviously breeds, you know, goodwill, you know, with the program, with the fans, but our players in the buy-in process. When you're not having success and you're getting, you know, sometimes it presents questions, you know what I mean? And everybody knows when you're winning and things are going good, you kind of have the attention a little bit more. So our hope is that'll work in our favor this year.
Yeah. Western Illinois is coming into the league. We played them here last year as a non-conference, but I'm sure the six-man clubbers will remember when that was the great rivalry, Eastern versus Western. So it's good to see them back in the conference, and I think they really belonged in this league.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. Like you just said, it's been a long-time rival for many, many years. In-state school, you know, they've got a good history and tradition. You know, I felt like it was a no-brainer, and we're excited to have them in the league.
3 new assistants. You already alluded to that. Bob Lockhart, who people in this area may well know because he coached a number of years around several high schools. But other than that, you had to bring in 3 new assistants this year. Not unusual at our level either that these guys move on. But that's probably a challenge to still hire 3 new guys like that.
I feel really fortunate. You know, people want to be at Eastern, and that helps. Marlon London, he played at Kansas for Coach Williams, later transferred to DePaul, played for Gene Pingatore at St. Joe, was a great player, played professionally, has worked out numerous guys. I mean, his passion and love for young people is second to none. We're super excited to have him on the staff. Rich McBride, everybody knows Rich.
Yeah.
I mean, he played at Springfield Lanphier with Andre Iguodala. I think they had a state tournament run, and then obviously his career at Illinois. So obviously had a great playing experience, and he has he loves to teach and give his experiences to our players to make them better. He's very passionate, and then Kylan Butler is a young man from Danville, Illinois. We worked together at Clemson University, and I think he's a young dude that's gonna be a superstar in the profession. I mean, I call him Tony Dungy. He's a very faithful person, very giving person, loves to build relationships with our guys, very knowledgeable. So I think all those guys, along with Bob, and then we hired a graduate assistant. We lost Jake Reeder and Jalen Hutton. He had spent a year as a GA at Chicago State. Just a real passionate guy, loves the game. So I think we've got not only good coaches that understand and can teach and develop, but I think we got good men that are good mentors, good role models for our players. And that's something that is important to me and will always be important to me.
Final question here. A message to the 6-man clubbers out there. What would you like to say to them as the season starts?
Let's get fired up. Let's go. Thank you. Like I said earlier, the ability to have these guys on campus in the summer, and we have the new weight room that's just been fantastic. Our guys love. They're eager to get in there and lift weights. They understand the value of that, and then just the ability to get an early jump on building relationships, get a good grade in a summer class, everything. That way, when our guys came back here in the fall, it wasn't the first time they stepped on campus. It wasn't the first. They knew you guys. I just think that really helps. I think it eliminates a lot of the homesickness. They've been here in the summer, and they do things together. These guys have been bowling together. They go to the driving range. They go to movies. That all factors in, and being able to add an additional coach to the staff. We're looking at analytical tools that can make us better coaches, and we are allowed to do that and move our program forward because of you great people and your financial support. And but honestly, I would tell you that your financial support means the world to me, but your spiritual support means even more. And seeing you in the community at events, the Panther Club golf outing, seeing you at our games, and just how positive you are with me and our players, it means the world to all of us. And just please always know that if myself or our players, our program can ever do anything for you, we would do it in a heartbeat. But we're super appreciative and thankful to have so many people that stand behind us in what we're doing here with our basketball program. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Great start to the year. Let's bring it on and get after it, and we'll visit with you in a few weeks down the road and see how much more progress we're making.
Thank you very much, David.